Should I do this or not? Let's do it. No, I can't. And this dilemma continues for another hour. Do you guys also get engaged in this ever? If yes, then this video is going to be one-stop solution for how to stop overthinking and break this pattern of dilemma forever. But before anything, it is necessary to understand that what actually overthinking means, or what are the signs that you are overthinking. The very common sign of overthinking is always imagining the worst scenarios in your mind about everything, even for simple and sorted things. You always keep on guessing what wrong can happen, even if that thing is too simple not to be calculated. Sign number 2. Replaying your mistakes in your mind and cursing yourself on the mistakes you ever made. Sign number 3. You're constantly feeling worried or anxious about almost everything in your life. Sign number 4. You spend a lot of free time thinking about the hidden meaning behind things people say or events that occur. Another sign is you often ask yourself what if questions, like what if this turned out another way? What if I acted like that? Or what if I said this instead of that? So these were the few signs. If you're going through any of these, then you might be overthinking. But let me tell you one thing, that if overthinking is not affecting your mental state, then it's not a problem until it starts affecting your work area, mental state, relationships with people, and of course you. So as everything, we have solutions to. So, if overthinking is affecting you, I think you can try to adapt these habits and tips in your life to reduce your overthinking. Let's go straight into the solutions then. The video is divided into 2 parts. The first part talks about tips which can create a different mindset and help you to motivate to adapt the habits. Second part talks about habits to help you move from how to stop overthinking to, yay, I have stopped overthinking. Tips. Tip number 1 revolves around the base of our mindset, which talks about understanding what is normal and what is not. It's okay. It's okay if you don't know what to feel, if you don't know what you want, and if you can't figure things out as you go. And it's okay to feel little tired today and not feeling yourself as you do usually, because it is life. It has causes, kindness, love, defeat, changes, and different mindsets. While on one side you may feel love, but on the other side you may feel alone. Well, that's not the whole life, right? That is just a bad day, bad hour, or a phase. It also has to pass. But it's not okay if you need someone else's validation to make you happy, or someone's mood will decide your mood. It's not okay if you're not allowing yourself to grow and push your limits and comfort zone and not giving even a damn try. So instead of cursing the life you have, start appreciating it. Be grateful for smallest things of your life. That can be your good school, grades, hairs, your kind heart, your existence, or everything. Tip number 2. Start looking for motivation. Unless you are motivated from inside, you may not be highly recommending yourself to do things that help you. So what you can do is look for different resources that provides you motivation to work on you, and when you will work on yourself, you will be able to know how to stop overthinking. Things like stay surrounded by positive people who push you better. You can search online video, listen to podcasts, talk to people about what you think, and if you're not comfortable with any of these, then I highly recommend you to do self-talk. Exercise me time, as when you loudly speak to yourself, you will know what you should do. You will be clear in your thought process. You will be able to figure out the next step that you should. Tip number 3 will be start working on yourself through visualization. If you are someone who takes a lot of time to think before actually working, then this is for you. You can even start working without actually working. Now, what does that mean? All I can say is visualization. Now, visualization is a technique that allows you to set the parameters to make your future vision a reality. You direct your brain to focus on what matters the most to you. In short, you start creating your scenarios and situations in your head first, that one day it becomes your reality. Let me explain you with an example. If a student is reading a short story on a person who traveled through the dark, scary forest, the student may create a mental image of the dark and scary forest and visualize different situations in his mind itself. Visualization is really quite simple. Sit down in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and make a mental picture of what is you wish to have. See it before your eyes and imagine that you already are in the position of whatever it is that you want. So, in case of overthinking, you can imagine by looking yourself as a person who is giving some motivation and positive suggestions to the people around you, or a person who just lets in only good thoughts, who can control their emotions with the help of the productive lifestyle. Tip number 4. Once you visualized, start gathering the resources and information you may need to start. Now you may think, what resources do we need to know for our question, how to stop overthinking? Well, my friend, yes, you may need. By resources, we mean resources to fulfill your goals, as when you are working on your goals, you will be productive and you will be having less time to overthink as you're constantly engaged in your dream life. In short, stay productive, you will think less. Tip number 5. Challenge your thoughts. It's easy to get carried away with negative thoughts. So before you conclude that falling sick is going to get you fired, or that forgetting one deadline will cause you to become homeless, acknowledge that your thoughts may be exaggeratedly negative. Remember that your emotions will interfere with your ability to look at situations objectively. Take a step back and look at the evidence. What evidence do you have that your thought is true? What evidence do you have that your thought is not true? Last but obviously not the least, train your brain. Paying attention to the way you think can help you become more aware of your bad mental habits. With practice, you can train your brain to think differently. Over time, building healthier habits will help you build the mental muscle you need to become mentally stronger. These tips that I mentioned were quite useful if done mindfully. So instead of procrastinating, you can actually start thinking of building a lifestyle that suits you best and also helps you achieve and become a positive thinker rather than an overthinker. So give it a shot. Think of these tips, your current situations, and you may crack overthinking. Well, in the next part of this video, we will talk about habits that you can adapt in your lifestyle so that you can easily know how to stop overthinking and you can easily see a change in yourself in the journey of your highest version. So good luck. Until next time, let me know any other tips you have in the comment section below. Till then, have a happy time.